Hello guys, so we'll be treating HTML class. So unlike HTML ID, HTML class can be given to different elements. So HTML ID was used to for a specific element. HTML class is used for a group of elements. Although you can give one class to a particular HTML element, you can give that same class name to different groups, like different elements, that same name. So what it basically does, it groups all of them into that particular class. Then when you call out that class and give it any styling, it affects all of them that carry that class. And an HTML element can carry two class name. That's how you do it. So I'll be going into that. So we have I'll be using inline CSS. I'll be using internal CSS. So basically, I've never taught you guys internal CSS, but I'm using it here so I can demonstrate it properly. So let's say we have a p tag with a text of 10 words. Then we have a h2 element, the text. Then we have, let's say, a section with a text. Then we have an aside, the text. We have a div, the text. So I'll be using background color for this. So if you want to give an HTML a class, we use the class attribute. So be coming here and putting the class attribute. So I want to give, let's say I want to give this p tag, this h2, and this section the same class name. I'm giving them the class name of first. I'm giving them the same class name called first. So I'll give them class of first. So as you can see, basically all of them have the class of first. So I'll be coming to my HTML styling and call out first. I'll give it background color of red. Let's see. Going to get refresh. As you can see, it was the first three I gave them background color. I gave them class of first. As you can see, three of them have background color of red. So I want to give this aside and this div a different class. So I'm giving it a different class of second. I'll be coming here. I'll be calling this I want to give it a background color of green. As you can see, both of them have the background color of green. Although they look somehow together, but they are not together. So background color of green. So I'll be increasing the fonts of all of them a little bit. Let's say font size of 1.5 rem, so that I'll be changing their color. I want to change the color of the font. So as you can see, it's a little bit big. So I thought you can give a class, an element two classes. So I want to give this p tag and this aside another class, but they'll be in the same class. So if you want to give an element another class, what you basically have to do is you give a space and give another name. So let's say third. So both of them have, so this aside has the class of second, also has the class of third. So anything that happens to the second and the third, it happens to it. Anything that happens to the first and the third happens to the p tag, because it has class of first and third. So we're giving color of yellow. So let's see, the second to the last text and the first text are the ones carrying the third class name. So if I refresh, as you can see, Gabriel and the first one is being given background color of yellow. So you can basically give these other ones, so you can try this out. So let's see, so let's go to the rules. So the rules are like different from, they are not too different from HTML ID rules. So the first rule is HTML class name can be given to two or more elements. Yeah, it must be given to two. You can give it, it's not must, but you can give it to only one, but it can be given to two or more than hundreds of elements. So HTML class is case sensitive, like I told you before. If you want to call the name, so basically what we just did here, like we gave it name here and we came here and we are calling the name. So if you want to call a class name, you have to use dots, then the class name to call it an element, a class. For an ID you have to use hashtag, because I taught you before you have to use hashtag. So ID you have to use hashtag. So if I hover on this, as you can see, it's showing element class first. So you can basically do this, you call it with dot, then it's case sensitive. You cannot come and just come and give it class of first here with small letter and come here right first with capital letter, so it will not work. So HTML must not contain white space. Okay, so this white space now we're talking about is for the name. So let's say we are done calling out this first one now, and we should come and use white space without actually writing a second like class name or something. That's when this white space rule comes in play. But as far as there's no second name, it must not have a white space. But if there's a second name, you have to give this white space. You can see this white space to separate both of them. This white space basically separating, telling the computer that this Peter has two class, this first and this third. If you put the space, taking that the Peter automatically has just one name, first, third, with this space there. If you call it out in your browser, it won't work at all. So we have the fourth rule: HTML class can be used on any HTML element. So any HTML elements can carry class. So that's it for HTML class. Do well to practice so I can get used to this.